This episode of Comics for Fun and Profit is brought to you by Image Comics. Image Comics, we started in the 90s with a bunch of ragtag rebels from Marvel, and we've grown into what you see before you. Hundreds and hundreds of comics released each and every year in a variety of genres, but all kind of supernatural-ish. So, check out Image Comics for incredible variety of comics that are all kind of supernatural-ish.
Not even close. Are we just going with it?
I think it'll be fine.
Thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. This is Kyle and Drew with your sneak peek out next week. Episode number 864 for comics originally coming out November the 7th and November the 8th. Drew, don't remind me how many shopping days we have left till Christmas. It'll just give me heartburn. But do remind me what's coming out in comic book shops this coming Tuesday and Wednesday. But first, you got anything else for me?
Is it like 28 sleeps or something like that till Christmas? Some ridiculous thing like that. 48, 38, I don't know.
You've only got 9 Fridays left.
Yeah, something like that. I can't keep. Well, the chat GPT gods have been hard on you lately.
Yes, they have.
The listeners say that giving you some tough questions.
You've always been a fan of me failing at things.
So both the robot overlords and myself are giving you a couple softballs.
Hey.
But
if I completely drop the ball on these, it's not the robot overlords. This is just proof it's me.
It's just proof that you are functionally illiterate.
Yes.
We need to take up a collection and maybe send you to an island somewhere.
There we go.
If you don't do well on these,
yep.
I'm saying you have to get 80-90%.
Yep.
On
There's
these.
a Jeffrey Epstein joke in there, but I'm not doing it.
Not that one. Top 10 Star Wars characters.
Oh my goodness! Number 1, Han Solo.
That is 4. Han comes in at 4.
Number 1, Darth Vader.
Darth Vader comes in at 3.
Jeez. Luke.
Luke is number 1.
Leia.
Number 2.
Yoda.
Number 5. You have the top 5.
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan is 6.
Chewbacca.
Chewbacca is 9.
Oh, that's C-3PO.
8.
R2-D2.
7.
Okay, and the 10th one.
Yeah, so you have one left.
Emperor Palpatine.
Palpatine is 17th.
Boba.
Boba is 10.
Yeah.
Boba is 10. Boom, boom, boom. You did it.
Those people and their Boba love.
You crushed this. 10 for 10. Very nice. Kyle, top 20 Transformers.
Ooh.
Top 10. I'm sorry, top 10 Transformers.
Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime is number 1.
Megatron.
Number 3.
Bumblebee.
Bumblebee is 2.
Starscream.
4.
Jazz.
Jazz is number 10.
Jazz, one of my personal favorites. When he was a Porsche, not when they turned him into some weird Pontiac during the movies. Not okay.
Gotcha.
Shockwave.
Shockwave is 11.
Did I say Starscream?
You did. He was 4.
Oh, I wonder if the dinosaur. Grimlock.
Grimlock is number 6.
Yeah. Said Shockwave, now Soundwave.
Soundwave is number 5.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Rumble.
No Rumble.
I get Slag and Ironhide confused. I'm going with Ironhide.
Ironhide is number 9.
Yeah.
You have 1 left, I think. No, 2. 2 left. You have 7 and 8. So you have Optimus, Bumblebee, Megatron, Starscream, Soundwave, Grimlock. 7, 8 you don't have. Then I think you said Ironhide and you said Jazz.
Yeah.
So you're missing 2.
Man, I can't remember any of the other stupid. Ooh, I don't know. Nobody's good. That one's too old. Man, my Prowl.
Prowl was 18.
Laserbeak.
No.
It's the little pterodactyl looking one.
No.
Mirage?
No.
Hot Rod. That's just a movie guy. He wouldn't be in there.
No. If it's any consolation, I don't know either one of these, but
Devastator.
Devastator's 14.
Ooh. Okay. I'm just going through who I know in the back of my head. I'm going through all my figures.
I'm pretty proud of you, though. That's pretty good.
Who's the female ones? There's like RC.
RC is 12.
Omega. Oh, Ravage. Did I say Ravage? Yeah, I said Ravage.
I think you said Ravage.
Unicron is the planet.
Not on here.
Omega Supreme is the one that turned into a big towering thing.
No.
That's all I got.
Ratchet?
Oh, yes.
Ratchet comes in at number 7, and
Yes.
Wheeljack comes in at 8.
Wheeljack. Yes.
But pretty good. You got 80% there and 100% of the Star Wars. So I'm very, very proud of you.
I'm very mad I missed Wheeljack. Wheeljack is one of my favorites.
What is Wheeljack?
He had, like, if you looked at his face, he had the 3 lines on his face. He was kind of like the second. He was the number 2.
Oh,
yeah.
It was a big deal. Okay.
Yep.
When I first asked this question to the chat GPT overlords, they gave me the top 10 types of Transformers architectural frameworks. And that was very, very confusing. And I was like, these I don't recognize these. I don't know what these are.
Funny.
So you got to be careful.
That's awesome.
Be careful what you're asking.
Time for a break from our show to pay the bills. Check out beacons.ai/comicsfunprofit for all the C4 FAP links you could ever need, all in one place. You can provide feedback, listen, support, share, enjoy these. We have our Patreon there. You can buy us a beer or a coffee. You can check out our Instagrams, our Twitters, our Facebooks. Check out our YouTube page. You can email us. You can listen to our podcasts on Patreon, if you're a subscriber, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, on Podbean. We have Google Podcasts on there. We have an Amazon wish list. You want to buy Kyle and I something? Fine. You can do that here. We appreciate it. We have Kyle's RPG podcast listed on there, so you can check out his Dork Day Afternoon offerings. We have Cowabunga links, so you can check out the Cowabunga Deep Discount FOC and pre-order list. Get on that. That's our LCS, so you can check that out as well. And we want to just give you opportunities to say hi, to check out what we're doing, support us if you would like, or just listen. Check out beacons.ai/comicsfunprofit for all the C4 FAP links you could ever need. As you know, our LCS is Cowabunga Comics, Lake Country, Wisconsin's best pop culture destination for new comics, back issues, gaming, retro video games, vinyl, and figures. Give them a call, 262-569-9999. Check them out online at cowabungacomics.com or follow them on Twitter at Incredical. They are our LCS, and we utilize their deep discount mail order service to bring Oconomowoc, Wisconsin closer to us. They'll take care of you. Tell them Drew and Kyle sent you. Say hi to Eric and James from us. If you need an LCS, you can't go wrong with Cowabunga Comics.
All right, let's shoot on over and take a look at our good friends at Cover Price with their weekly top 20 and get back to Kyle doing the top 10, because that felt weird last week.
Did it? You starting her off?
Yeah.
All right, and ranked number 1, The Amazing Spider-Man 36, the Arthur Adams 1 in 25. This book introduces the Repossessor. Repossessor.
The Repossessor.
Repossessor.
Yeah, you can tell you're privileged because you've never had anything repossessed or known what a repossessor might be. True. Yeah, so you're showing your privilege there, Kyle.
Yeah, because you have to have a car worth having car payments in order to have it repossessed. My first car was $300, and I had to fix the head gasket myself. Oh, the Repossessor is a demonic retro Repo Man. Oh, holy crap, it is a Repo Man. Unearthed by Goblin Queen to reclaim her children. Does he drive like a wrecker? That's awesome.
That would be awesome.
However, that's not the only aspect capturing the community's attention. The 1 in 25 Arthur Adams variant features a black cat has generated considerable interest. Much like Catwoman and Harley Quinn, Black Cat has a dedicated fan base that eagerly collects variant covers featuring her. While her appearances may be less frequent, fans are always enthusiastic when she takes center stage. 66 copies, $60 high sale for a raw. That's good on the 125. And Fair market value, $39. At rank 2, Universal Monsters Dracula #1. Gabriel Rodriguez, Lunar Retailer Thank You. So this is another one of those books that they send the retailer one of them, and then the retailer immediately puts it on eBay. The community had this book on its radar for some time. When news spread that James Tynion IV was working on a Dracula project, fans eagerly anticipated its release. Tynion's expertise in horror heightened expectations, and the book coincidentally arrived just before Halloween. A fortunate few secured this one per store thank you variant, one of 11 variants this book received. Those who missed out were determined to acquire a copy in the aftermarket, perfectly timed for the spooky season. 56 copies on the secondary market, $50 for Rawls was the high. It'd be good for 40 if you're looking real good. At rank 3, Spawn #1. Holy crap, there's a billion. 37 more. CGC 9.8's back up to $200. They're giving $35 for this book. Dazzler Volume 1, which I just found out I have sitting back there. I just found out I have that whole run of Dazzler.
Really?
So yeah.
You know you've never read those. I know
No. I legit bought them as a flip and set them in a short box. And then I was like, oh, crap. And now, so do you, okay, sidebar.
Yes.
Do you think Taylor Swift is playing Dazzler?
Yes, 100%.
Okay. So then don't sell now. Now is when you hold them, and as soon as she is...
No.
Huh?
I was having this conversation with Mike last week.
Okay. I apologize. I don't listen to your podcast, sir.
Well, no. I think I was right. I think he may have disagreed with me. I don't know. But I think, or maybe this was you 2 weeks ago, that we talked about it's going to be it's like a cameo thing. Like it's going to be like a Deadpool kills the universe situation where she's on for a second, gets killed, and then they're like, oh, that was it. That was the Dazzler. So you need to sell at the height before the show.
Here's what we need to happen. We need to have a trailer come out with her in it, and that's when you sell. When it's been confirmed.
Don't wait for the movie though. Do not.
And we get the Swifties making their first eBay accounts.
Yes, but I would not wait till the movie releases, because I think you're going to be disappointed, and I think everybody's going to be disappointed. It's going to be short-lived.
But the popular thing has been the highs for sale on stuff has been before things come out, when the cycle is high.
Yes, but I guess I got confused when you said hold until the movie comes out.
No, I don't want the movie to come out. I want the announcement to come. I want it to be official.
You want to see the trailer?
Yeah. Well, again, that's only if she's in it.
You want to see her in the trailer, right?
Yes, because we never saw Brad Pitt in Deadpool 2 until we actually saw the movie.
I don't remember Brad Pitt in Deadpool 2.
He was the invisible guy that you only saw when he died.
Oh, wow. Okay. I forgot.
It was a good joke.
Yeah, I forgot that completely.
Dazzler 1, 43 copies, $277 for CCC 9.8. Near Mint's $21. At rank 5, Marvel Superhero Secret Wars Volume 1, number 8. Black Suit Spidey, 32 copies, $650 for CGC 9.8, $127, and that's only if it's very fine. Doesn't even need to be near Mint.
How many Dazzlers of the run do you think you have?
What is that run? That run is, I think it's all of that run.
You did all that run out of like quarter bin?
No, I bought it all as a set.
Oh, wow.
6 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good on you.
Yeah.
I'm sure you didn't pay anything.
No. I think it was like $25 for the whole set or something crazy.
Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah, I think that, yeah, you're exactly right. That would be a great flip when the Swifties are at their height.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good idea.
Rank 6, Fantastic Four, Volume 1, number 164 by Frankie Ray has already been mentioned. This is the book where she first appears alongside Crusader, a.k.a. Marvel Boy, before their involvement with Galactus. When rumors began to circulate that the first female Herald of Galactus would make her MCU debut, the community quickly embraced this book. Typically, the first appearance of an alter ego fetches higher prices in the aftermarket, but this book takes a different approach. It features the character behind the alter ego, Nova, and commands nearly double the price for a CGC 9.8 copy. This is likely due to the double first appearance and the expectation that Marvel will likely retain the name Frankie Ray, but introduce an alternate alter ego name. This book is also less common than 244, as reflected in its pricing, with 18 copies only being sold in the secondary market, $1,000 for a CGC 9.8, and fines $15.
Huh.
Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, #1. I love this Patrick Horvath cover. As soon as I saw that, I thought it was really cool. And I hear it's a good read, so I'm going to have to jump on this. IDW isn't typically, that was Kyle's conjecture. IDW isn't typically known for its dark and gruesome titles, but this book has defined expectations. It gained immediate attention upon release, with affordable copies quickly disappearing online. The consensus within the community is that this book demands adaptation, even without substantial content. The concept of anthropomorphic animals confronting a serial killer has captured the imagination. It's a unique blend of horror and the classic animal storybooks of Richard Scarry, attracting a dedicated following. To quote comic enthusiast Patton Oswalt, finally, murder and forensics are adorable. With 10 copies sold in the secondary market, $34 for Rawls, $13 if you're looking for just near mints.
All that for, well, I guess 34 is pretty good for
Yeah.
a book that just came out, just a cover A, and it completely slipped my radar. It was not.
And they're talking,
on.
IDW isn't typically known for its dark and gruesome titles, but they lost all their adaptive properties, so they're going to have to be known for something because they don't have Transformers, they don't have G.I. Joe, any of that crap anymore. So if they don't find something to grab on, they ain't going to be known for nothing.
Did they lose? They lost Star Wars license too, right? That went to Dark Horse.
Yep.
Yeah. Dummies.
At rank 8, Fantastic Four 244. We talked about this earlier. Nova. While it's not the Nova from the Nova Corps, but rather a title Frankie assumes is a herald. Despite that lack of confirmation, fans are eagerly picking up this book. 24 copies, $460 for a CGC 9.8. Fines for $22. The Omega Men. Volume 1, number 3. Lobo. While nothing is confirmed, fans continue to snatch this book week after week. The demand remains strong. 20 copies, CGC 9.8 for $380, and near mints, $84. And Wolverine 36, the Ryan Stegman regular. This is Helverine continue with the Weapon of Vengeance storyline. The second print 1 in 25 retail incentive has already achieved impressive Rawls at $79, and that continues to rise. But this one has 21 copies of this, CGC 9.8 for $120, and $23 for Near.
We've got at rank 11, Void Rivals. Number 5, the Jai Lee 1 in 50. Didn't know about this one. Missed this one somehow. 17 copies of it sold. $115 for a raw. And then regular near mints around 100. That's pretty cool. I missed out on this completely. Good book though. Oh man, the 5th issue was awesome.
Void Rivals in general. What's their cycle? Are they doing 5 then trade?
Well, this I don't know. Probably 6. It didn't feel like a
storyline break.
Didn't feel like a trade break, but man, you know how he does those final page splash cliffhangers. So they could, but I would think it would be 6, standard 6.
Sounds good.
At rank 12, we have Ghost Rider 17, the Bjorn Barends, which is another cool Bjorn Barends cover, man. We love these. We go gaga over them.
From day one, Bjorn Barends.
Yeah.
From day one.
7 copies, though. Not a lot. High sell of 50, and near mints going on average around $33. At rank 13, we have the Ryan Stegman Ghost Rider 17. Weapons of Vengeance crossover. Let's see.
Helverine.
There's more Helverine?
Yep.
Oh, so this is the arguable Helverine first appearance now? Are we doing that?
That's a great question.
High sale of 25 for a raw. I don't want to play that game. Rank 14, we have Ultimate Fallout number 4. That, of course, is Miles Morales. 21 copies of this one sold. High sale of $1,400 for a CGC 9.8. Raws around $393. At rank 15, we have Bloodstrike. This is the Rob Liefeld creation. They are moving on this because he did a trailer. 28 more copies of this sold with a high sale of $100 for a CGC 9.8. But current raws are around cover price, a little over at $5. At rank 16, we have Web of Spider-Man, number 1, one of my favorite early covers, black suit covers. High sale of, how many sold? 19 copies sold. High sale of $177.50 for a 9.8. Raw is around $28. So I'm guessing there's a ton of these out there. At rank 17, we have Godzilla, number 1, the regular cover. We move 16 copies of this with a high sale of $225 for a CGC 9.6. Current near mints going for around $59. At rank 18, we have Nova number 1, 15 copies sold, high sale of $285 for a CGC 9.6, and raw is around $67. And what are we doing? This was the Frankie Ray cover, or Nova. And then at rank 19, we have Spider-Man number 1 silver. And this is a spoiler for the Spider-Man 2 video game, I guess. Is that what we're talking about? We tracked 23 copies with a high sale of $118 for a CGC 9.8. Current raw around $12 because there's new suits in the game. I gotcha. And at rank 20, we have Wolverine number 3. This doesn't have any flashy first appearance, but it's a classic book with the great cover. He's 12 copies of this move with a high sale of $245 for a CGC 9.8. Very fine. Average copies going for $19. So I would go with the raw. With that, Kyle, we're going to slide on over and we are going to go take a look at Image and some of the comics that they have coming out in January.
All right, where are we headed to now? So we're heading over to our Image catalog, right?
Yes.
All right, and the Image catalog becoming more and more of a big deal lately with all the different new things that I've loved as a child being included in it. And here we get one more of them. We are starting off with Cobra Commander number 1. Joshua Williamson writing it too. He was doing their Duke, so that's awesome.
Oh, he's doing Duke as well?
Yeah.
Wow.
And so that cover B is like the retro cover, and that's David Aja, Drew. How cool is that?
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not classic Aja, nothing, particularly Aja-ish, except for kind of some of the color work maybe and some of the way the machinery is in the background, but that is pretty cool. I'm excited for that.
It is pretty good, but it does not look like Aja at all. I would have never guessed.
Yeah. The rise of Cobra begins here, in a world where the Cobra organization has informed one man's sinister plans to utilize the mysterious alien substance known as Energon, send shockwaves across the globe, because, Drew, we are in the Energon universe, which is,
I guess, a energy source.
Well, that's the Transformers energy source. So
that's right.
This is all proof in the pudding that both Transformers and G.I. Joe are in the same world. So just FYI on that.
Gotcha.
And this is a 5-issue series.
Okay, so we're not going to spend a lot of time here.
Nope, we're just going to kind of get some origin-ish stuff.
Action.
Yeah, exactly. But like we've got, if you scroll through some of these preview pages, we got blood and stuff. Like we're going hardcore with Cobra Commander. We're not pulling punches, and I like that. I don't know that I've ever seen blood spatter from Cobra Commander before.
Okay, we'll take it.
And the second one we're going to talk about is Moon Man, number 1, from the musician Kid Cudi. I don't know Kid Cudi, but I do know Kyle Higgins. So that's awesome.
Is Kid Cudi a rapper?
Yeah, hip hop.
Gotcha.
He says. Yeah. So this will be out pretty fresh in 2024. Ramon is ready for a quiet life. Whatever went wrong on that failed moon mission, whatever happened in the missing minutes the cameras didn't capture, all he really wants is to settle down back home. But those missing minutes hold an earth-shattering secret, and with all eyes turned to him, Ramon will soon find himself becoming something the world has never seen before.
I hope this is not final art.
Oh, yeah. And then they're kind of spoiling the lead here because it says here science fiction superheroes. So they're kind of, I'm imagining we're getting a generic Fantastic Four type thing here. If you're asking me.
Oh, that's great. That's what Image needs, more super.
Well, I mean, it's Kyle Higgins from the Radiant Black world. So ta-da. Could you guffaw a little bit more?
Yeah.
All right, now we have a one-shot, Drew.
Yeah, just throwing everybody.
64-page one-shot from Jeff Johns, Brad Meltzer, Peter J. Tomasi, Lamont Meiji, and Maytal Zicht.
This is a powerhouse creative collective that collides into comics. Introduces an all-new shared universe of strange, fun, exciting, and action-packed characters. Geiger, Redcoat, Rook, the Rockefellers, and many, many more. What ties them all together? This stupid made-up universe, I guess.
That's awesome.
I don't want to do that. I don't want a shared universe. I don't want my universes mingling. I like my peanut butter over there, my chocolate over there.
Don't get your gravy all over my mashed potatoes.
Man.
One thing we do love is Spawn 350, a 32-year in the making story. This industry mainstay title that has constantly outsold some of the biggest names in comic book industry will reveal to readers who will finally sit on the vacant throat of hell. 48 pages, $5. We have a Todd McFarlane cover B and a Todd McFarlane cover F. Do not have.
I don't even think I'm I think I checked in on, was it issue 300? I think I might have checked in on that just to read it, but I'm not checking in on 350.
Maybe you refuse to check in?
Yeah, I think I'm, Spawn, most of Spawn has been read without me. I read a lot of Spawn in the early days, took a lot of time off, and then popped in and out. And I'm pretty good with being out, I think. I'm okay.
You made
with
Spawn what it is now, and you've handed it to the next generation.
Yeah, I've handed the baton off to everybody who's buying it now. What about The Colonized? Another one shot with Chris Ryall and Drew Moss on art with a Francesco Francavilla cover. So it looks a lot like Afterlife with Archie. Yeah, very much like that. Very much like that. This is occult and supernatural horror. As a second generation off the gritter, Huxley Robertson is dealing with both loss and the elders' pushback against his plans for a fully sustainable town. Sounds cool. I like that. Too bad it's just a one-shot.
What was our off-the-grid book that we used to like so much?
Yeah, it was a good one, too. It was an Image book.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember.
Yeah, really. Great book. No clue what it is.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. That was like 2012's.
It really was a long time ago.
But yeah, the art's looking pretty good. Everybody looks kind of like aliens, though. I didn't catch that off the. Oh, I guess they are aliens. Yeah, that was in the first line of the synopsis. I skimmed right over that.
There you go. We have Packless number 0 from Dustin Weaver. In this special standalone issue, a diverse collection of never-before published comics from creator Dustin Weaver. It's got superhero action, space opera, space comedy, cyberpunk, slice of life, and hard-boiled anthropomorphic mice. There they are, I see them in the cover. Much of this material is not likely to be collected later.
Do you remember, Kyle, when we'd go to the comic shop after Christmas for their New Year's dime sale?
Yes.
And they'd pull up these old dusty long boxes from the 90s and throw them out, and they'd be like, yeah, you can have anything in there for a dime.
Yeah, exactly.
This would be in there.
This would be in those.
This looks exactly what would be in there. You'd be like, what is this? I've never heard of these people, or this publisher. It's
selling us these copies or comics for a dime, and if we bought enough, they gave us the long box for free.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Oh, the Weatherman is back with Volume 3. I forgot about that thing. Starting a new story arc.
Not to be confused with Nicolas Cage as the Weatherman.
Yes. A little different. Deadly Class puts together a compendium. One of my favorite runs of Rick Remenders. Enjoyed this an awful lot.
Wow. 1 through 56 plus the one shot. Dang. All for 60. That's actually a really good deal. Holy crap.
Yeah, it's a heck of a deal.
Yeah, let's say you're calling up Cowabunga and you're getting that for like
$30.
Maybe, yeah, that's insane.
Yep. Haunt You to the End. This is a Ryan Cady, Andrea Muti book, and it's a ghost story for the end of the world. And it's a collection of the first 5 issues of Haunt You to the End, which I must have missed. I don't remember this one. In Hell We Fight is collected. I Hate Fairyland, Volume 6. Click, Click, Boom. Monstrous gets a deluxe hardcover, Volume 2. There's a Normal Man
Monstrous just
omnibus.
I love Monstrous's collected edition covers. I love what they do.
You need to read the damn thing, man. You're always whining around about it.
I know. I read the first. I own like the first 20 of them.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. That counts.
Yeah.
You're allowed then. The Savage Strength of Starstorm. Don't know that one. What's collected? Scorched is collected. More Spawn. Bunches of Spawn trades.
We got 350. We might as well talk
Yeah.
about the back material.
Lots of Spawn trades and Spawn Universe trades. Antarctica hits issue 7 of 10. Did I read this? I don't think I have. Simon Kudransky's Blood Commandment. I don't remember this one either.
Wicked.
Maybe it's not out yet. Or I just missed it.
Surviving a Vampire.
Bloodrick, number 2 of 3 by Andrew Cronky. I know I haven't read that one.
Action adventure, fairy tale, folk tale, legends and mythology.
Charles Soule gives us The Bloody Dozen, A Tale of the Shrouded College, with its second issue.
I like the cover C.
Yeah, who's doing that one?
That is
Will Sliney. Really good. That one also not out yet, so I can't tell you if it's any good. Tenement, Bone Orchard, 8 of 10. I skipped this one, so also can't tell you if it's any good.
You skipped the Jeff Lemire? What?
I did. He was doing too much. I couldn't keep up. Maria Lovett's Crave. Probably not reading this, but might glance at the pictures. It's erotica, romance, and crime and mystery.
Ooh.
Creepshow gets its 5th.
And final, Kelly Thompson's finishing the miniseries.
Along with, I don't see her. Where do you see her at?
Say what, for the call?
No, I was at Creepshow. I'm sorry.
Oh, I skipped right, but that's not even, I ain't looking at those pictures.
Yeah, the call's finishing up. That's really good, Kyle. I've read the first 2. They're really good.
Yeah.
Dark Ride hits 11. Skip that one.
Did you see the Aladdin cover D? I'm sorry, the Aladdin VHS cover D.
Where am I at?
Dark Ride 11.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Skybound is in the Disney font, and then it's got the white backing and the curvature to the left. It's just like those big DVD case or big VHS cases.
Very cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Destiny's Gate finishes up. Ryan Cady getting a lot of pages in here. Deviant hits 3 of 9. That's a James Tinian book. There's your Duke. Yeah. 2 of 5. Also a 5 issue. So after these 2 miniseries, then they might like explore other characters for miniseries.
Oh yeah, I will put my children on the line that there will be a Snake series or 11.
Sorry, kids. Dad was wrong about this comic prediction. You're going to have to go with this nice young man. The Infield Gang finishes up with its 6th issue. I was thinking it was going to be longer than that. I didn't realize it was only 6 issues. Jeff Lemire's Fish Flies, also sitting on this one. Haven't read it.
Cover B is adorable.
Yeah, it doesn't kind of fit the other motif, does it?
Yeah.
And then Larry Hama bringing the heat back with G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, 303. I'm curious. I wonder if it's like exactly like it was over at IDW. Like there's like no discernible difference.
I think IDW said we're marketing to kids, whereas I think we've already seen that they might be skewing a little more adult.
Yeah.
At least they did with Cobra Commander. Now, they're doing age 12 and up, so maybe not, but I don't know.
Oh, this Hack Slash, final issue of this Hack Slash. I love that she fell asleep at her desk and somebody drew a dick on her face.
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
No, the dog did it because he has the permanent marker in his mouth.
Oh, the dog drew a dick
and
on her face.
And he even drew the little S that we all drew in school on our notebooks on her forehead. A weird little S that we all did. Just me? Okay.
What else are you talking about?
On her forehead.
That S.
Yep.
The bubble S.
Exactly.
Very cool. Very. I didn't even catch that. Yeah, this first issue was it was like a Hack Slash school.
Mm-hmm.
Like so, there's like a Hack Slash academy.
That's awesome.
Where she goes and is learning how to, survive in
She's
this
learning
world.
how to have both hack and slash.
So it's like, I guess, prequel-y. So I didn't think I'd like it, but it was really good. Really good. Hexagon Bridge has interesting covers, and I still haven't read the first one. I need to.
I know nothing about the plot or anything. I
No.
just know I like the covers.
Yeah, covers are very cool. The Andy Sandberg book, it's issue 3.
Oh yeah,
The Holy Roller.
the freaking bowling thing. I
Junior
love how
Ba-
we never mentioned that it's also Rick Merender. We just went by.
Oh yeah, Rick Remender's also on it. He's pretty good.
Yeah.
He's not moving the needle though, like Andy Sandberg would with
There you go.
non-readers.
This is true. But you and I would not describe as
That's true. And
Junior Baker Righteous Figure.
Yeah, and Capterra finishes up the Chip Zdarsky book.
What will Zdarsky do now?
Oh, probably one of the other 70 things he's got his fingers in.
That's a cool Kill Your Darlings and a creepy B&D cover.
Yeah, it is. That is pretty cool. That was good. The first issue was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. Wish I was reading Philadelphia, but I stopped. This Spawn cover, King Spawn cover, looks like a Brubaker book.
Yeah, like a crime noir.
Yeah. Local Man, hits 9.
Didn't
Love
see the
Everlasting.
Really good cover A and C. Really good cover C.
Yes, for sure. Midlife or How to Hero at 50 hits issue 4. Keep trying to read this, and I'm just on the mood. New Burn at 14. That one I have no problem reading as soon as it comes out. It's so good.
There you go.
It's one of those books that you're just like, you know what? This thing can just go on forever, and I would like it. I want to live in this world.
So does it have a backup? Plus, the party enters the dragon's lair in a search for a score and loaded dice by Amy Chase and Fabian Lynn. So they've got a whole nother.
Yeah, there's a little backup that's not the greatest.
Gotcha.
But still, it's pretty cool. I enjoy it. Knights. I don't believe I've read this one yet.
Weird cover.
Yeah. Our Bones Dust. No, I haven't seen that one yet.
Love how you just skip any massive first title.
I don't mean to. It just happens.
It ain't speaking your language. There's no need to.
Yeah. Petrolhead hits issue 3. Phantom Road at 8. Her Evil.
Good old Merca and Dolfo. Very consistent.
Stick some more cat heads on there. And your boy Kyle Higgins with Radiant Black.
More massive verse. Sacrificers ending at 6. Or I'm sorry, just ending their story arc at 6.
Yeah.
Rick Remender book. Love the cover B. Love that cover.
It's creepy.
Schlub.
Yeah, I read the first issue, didn't love it. Not reading anymore.
Why are we doing show a Spawn title, show 7 other books, show a Spawn title, show 7 other books, show a Spawn title? Put them together.
Well, I think I'm the reason why, because I would just slip right through them.
Gotcha.
This way they make me ponder it for a second more than I would if I was just blowing through them all. Siphon hits number 3. Oh, this is volume 2. Terror War is at 9 and finishing up. Transformers, Kyle.
Ooh, we got a spoiler cover-E.
Did you read that first issue?
50 spoilers. No, I need to. I've just been not at home.
I think it'll take you 10 minutes. I think you should take the time. I'm curious what you think of the reboot.
When the Decepticons attack the Autobots at their weakest moment, an unlikely new hero joins the battle. With humans and Transformer robots, lives at stake, can Optimus Prime unlock the true power behind the matrix of leadership to save them both? Awesome. Undiscovered Country 29, good old Snyder and Soul.
Yeah, I'm surprised that's still a thing.
Oh, wow. Tinian's Universal Monsters is already ending. Forgot it was only a 4-issue. Wonder if they'll move on to, like, Loch Ness Monster or something after that.
Well, I mean, if they're smart, they'd give him all of the monsters to do.
Speaking of smart, did you see who's doing the cover B that we're not seeing?
Oh, Jenny Frison doing a Dracula.
Male character from Jenny Frison. Come on now.
Yeah. The Walking Dead hits 80 and 81. World Trees at 7. And I believe that's it. That's going to die right there.
Not too shabby.
Hit the wall.
Full stop at 86. Did I not see Void Rivals?
Yeah. Didn't you ask me about Void Rivals? Oh, no, that was back in the other segment.
Yeah. Is it on a trade break, I'm guessing, then?
Yeah, must be. Maybe I was completely wrong. Interesting. So, Image doesn't. I mean, I wasn't blown away by anything there. I guess Cobra Commando got its hooked in you a little.
Yeah.
but not me.
But then it's just more of the same, and they're actually finishing the series up.
Yeah. So somehow they got 86 pages there, but it didn't feel like it.
Yeah.
Let's slide over to the Hot 10. See what's happening over there.
Hot 10 from our good friends at comicbookinvest.com. Slide over and look at their books for November the 3rd, 2023. And at rank number 1, they have Ghost Rider 17. It's a rarity these days for a non-ratio incentive to spike like this on the aftermarket. It harkens back to the good old days of Wednesday Warring, where you could look for a regular cover A or non-incentive variant on your LCS shelf that's spiking in the aftermarket. But following up on the outside looking in last week, this issue makes a splash this week as cover A's are now hitting $25, while Barends variants hit a high of, of course, our good buddy Björn Barends. At rank 2, Beneath the Trees, Where Nobody Sees, number 1. This one is a slow gainer. Released a couple weeks ago, prices on the cover A are now at $20 to $25. There are variants and even a 1 in 25 incentive for this book. But we're encouraged to see the regular cover A is still the desired one. I guess there are more fans looking for a serial-killing bear than we might have thought upon its initial release. At rank 3, Uncanny Avengers number 3, the 1 in 50 Arthur Adams cover. Was watching this one last week because I liked the Psylocke cover. But last week, there were only a few sales and most under the ratio. This week, however, there still aren't many sales, but the prices have gone from $45 to $70 to the most recent high sale of $100, double ratio. At rank 4, we have Highlander 0. About 20 sales last week following news that the remake starring Henry Cavill, as directed by John Wick's Chad Stahelski, is still on the way. This was only a 25-cent comic when it came out, so even the copies selling for $2 are a huge premium. But copies have reached as high as $25, which is a ridiculous return on your 25-cent investment. At rank 5, we have Star Wars, The Hyperspace Stories, number 10. Both covers are selling on this new release, and both feature the Bad Batch. Prices have quickly risen from cover price to $10 to $15 as the week has gone on with over 40 individuals. Predator vs. Wolverine, number 1. The second print 1 in 25. This is, of course, the second print ratio trend that we've seen quite a bit lately. It's a slow week when I have a second print incentive on the list, but a few sales this week in the $50 to $60 range with a high sale of $95. That high sale was the most recent sale as well. Time will tell if that is a trend or an outlier. At rank 7, Street Fighter Omega number 1, The Secret Appreciation. Another secret cover released this week to retailers. This one doesn't have the traction of the last couple secret drops, but still about a $15 book if you can get your LCS's copy. And at rank 10, a book that Kyle has sitting right there. The Amazing Spider-Man number 4, the 1 in 10. Only a handful of sales, but volume more than doubled what it has been in the last few weeks. While CGC 9.8's maintained a consistent $400 more. There was a raw that hit $275, which is up considerably from the previous $150 raw sale on 10/14. Amazing Spider-Man 36, the 1 in 25. This is the Black Cat that we talked about earlier. That's continuing to do well. Why is this one back on the list again? Well, with another 40 sales, it not only increased in volume, but average sales have also increased to $50. And at rank 10, Dracula number 1 retailer. Thank you from that James Tynion book. Back on the list again as the volume remained pretty consistent with another 40 copies sold, but the average price has increased from 40 to 60. And they have been doing these extra notable sales sections at the bottom. We have Action Comics 686, the DCU variant. Not the easiest to find DCU variant, and definitely one of the pricier ones. On a $900 asking price,
Wow.
The seller accepted $505.
Now, how do you know what they accepted?
Yeah, that's a good question. Unless you bought it.
Yeah, that's weird.
And Adam number 19, a CGC 9.4. This week at Heritage, a CGC 9.4 sold for $780. That's really double the last 9.4 that sold in July of 2022 for $420. There are only 5 9.6s and no sales since 2014 on that grade. So this is the highest grade in circulation as there are no 9.8s.
Wow, interesting. And 9.4 is the highest in circulation.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right, man. It's time to give the people what they want, what they came to see here. The sneak peek at next week.
That's right. Our new releases for things coming out in your local comic book shops this coming Tuesday and Wednesday. We're going to start with our Tuesday releases coming from Lunar Distributions and see what they've got here. We've got the absolute Batman, the Court of Owls hardcover, the 2023 edition. This seems to keep coming back around. This, of course, has Batman 1 through 11, Batman #1, and all that fun stuff with the Court of Owls. I liked the simple trade that came with the mask back in the day. That was my favorite.
Yeah, that was great. We got an All-Star Comics #3 facsimile edition.
That's the Justice Society.
Is that the first Justice Society, perhaps?
Yeah, first JSA.
Oh, okay, very cool. The Batman 139, we get a spooky, creepy Del Auto cardstock variant.
But I love that Jorge Jimenez A.
That's good.
Nice.
And I'm a big fan of the Todd McFarlane toy action.
Yeah, the McFarlane Toys ones are here. Yeah.
That's a good one. Very nice. Yeah, most of them are pretty darn good. Getting some Fire and Ice Polaroid Soza Miyake, which I like. Pretty cool style.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love Soza Miyake.
And some Poison Ivies. No Frizzens, but Otto Schmidt's no slouch.
Sorry, Drew, we've got to point out. I think something's wrong. There are no covers with Poison Ivy making out with Harley.
Oh, man.
Which has been bad week. Every friggin' cover.
Yeah. Take a week off, I guess. Chris Samney Shazam is awesome.
Yeah.
I really like that. Classic comic bookery.
Wonder Woman facsimile from 1942.
She was on a horse?
Yeah. That horse has a name, and I'm blanking on it at the moment.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was on our top Super Pets.
Yep,
list.
Exactly. I was just about to reference that.
Either.
My apologies to the robot overlords. And I would not like to mention Superman Unchained Deluxe Hardcore. I still have nightmares.
We're not going to talk about that one.
I am going to stick on Lunar Distributions. I'm going to switch over to November the 8th and see what's coming out that day. Still through Lunar, but a different corresponding day.
Do you like Asterix? Because if you like
crap.
Asterix, you get every omnibus. 9 omnibuses.
Omnibuy?
Yeah. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Creepshow.
Captain Ginger, the Last Feeder #1 from Scout? Or Ahoy. Interesting.
Creepshow I'm not allowed to talk about. Gives Kyle nightmares. We'll
Dude, I don't like this Crypt Keeper stuff, man.
Well, look at the cover B by Zoe Thorogood. That's pretty neat. There's a lot of teeth.
Yeah, it's much better.
This is less nightmare. Well, probably the same nightmares.
Yeah.
But if you look close, there's 2 rows of teeth.
No, I get it. No,
that's a maw inside of a maw.
Well, yep. Yep. So Mitch is a rabbit. This is from Scout Comic. Mitch mixes comedy, science fiction, and urban fantasy with the character Mitch as an anthropomorphic lead juxtaposed to the seemingly realistic world of the late 90s.
Yeah.
It's Chucky, Roger Rabbit with a bad temper meets Indiana Jones.
You know how you can tell it's the late 90s? Because there's a mixtape. And they're smoking. And people are smoking.
The cassette there, an old Bic lighter. He apparently smokes carrots.
Yeah. No vapes. Those are
we
actually smoking something. Petrolhead, first issue. Rob Williams doing the writing on that. And there's a giant solicit if you want to read it. I do not want to read that much.
I do like the Phantom Road Walking Dead homage variant with Michonne on the front of the tractor trailer.
Oh, I didn't even pick that up.
Yeah, same thing with Spawn Scorch 23. The cover C is a dope Walking Dead cover with Michonne next to Scorch with a Gatling gun. Always a good time. Transformers 2.
I'm looking forward to that. I'm surprisingly looking forward to that. I didn't think it would be accessible to me at all, that first issue, but it really was.
Awesome. I'm super excited by that. All right, Drew, I'm also super excited to head over to Previews World and see what else we have, starting with our Boom books.
Well, we don't even pretend to have Image anymore.
Correct. Approach #1 from Boom Studios. Jeremy Hahn, Jason Hurley, Drew. In this turbulent new horror miniseries from the writers Jeremy Hahn, which we know from Red Mother. That's not what we know him from. And Jeremy Hurley, The Beauty. That's what we know everybody from.
That's what we know him from.
And artist Jess they misspelled it in the thing. Jesus Hervas, which we know from the Empty Man. A storm is coming that's bringing more than bad weather. When airport employees Mac and Abigail find themselves snowed in after a blizzard, they witness a terrible plane crash. That's right. I remember reading this solicit.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
Get the 10th issue of Damn Them All and the 10th issue of Grimm.
And from our boy Justin Jordan, we have Horror.
That is
what are
our
these
nail biter guy?
BSE variants? Because everything I'm clicking on is a BSE variant. Is that so there's something crazy going on?
BS.
The Approach is a BSE variant. Book of Slaughter is a BSE variant. Is this not these items release week and these are special versions of them, or?
I don't know. What does that mean?
These are
BSE variant. These are the questions you're posing. Bovine spongiform encephalopathy. Do you think that's what it is?
Yes.
Is it mad cow disease? Is that what these are? Mad cow disease variant? Oh my goodness, that's what that is. Mad cow disease. What was the letters? Was it BSE?
BSE.
Yeah. Comics. Let me type in comics.
Boom Studios exclusive. Same thing as their Direct Reserve exclusive.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I think they're reissues. I don't know if that's how they're doing second prints or what. So
they can't do that. They can't be confusing.
They've got me thrown through a loop. Eric, help us out. What's going on?
BSE. What the hell's our BSE?
Because we never have this big of a Boom Slade.
Yes. So now you got me rethinking it too. But I also don't read enough Boom to know if these have been out yet. Okay,
correct.
So there's Specs, #1, a BSE variant, which is an existing book that I've read. So these are reprints.
Yeah.
BSEs are reprint.
Yeah.
Damn you with things that sound good that I missed.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because like Stuff of Nightmares #1 of 4, a BSE Jenny Frizen variant.
So why are just like a random Grimm #10 is a BSE? That seems like Book of Slaughter obviously is old.
Yeah.
But is Approach new or old?
Yeah, because if you look at like Specs has #1 with a BSE variant and #2 with a BSE variant. It's obviously not the
Approach is $20.
Ugh.
How did that happen? So is that
there must be some specialty. That must be something special.
What is going on?
All right, I'm just skipping Boom because they've
Boom
now
can
made
go
me uncomfortable.
Screw.
Never mind.
Don't confuse the podcasters.
Yeah, with your acronyms.
Yeah.
Amazing Spider-Man #37. We have the regular cover A, we have the video game cover B, and we have the Disney cover C, and we have the Silk cover D.
I think I'm on Boom's mailing list, and I don't remember seeing any. Get me worked up. It's the Punisher MSC variant #1.
I'm sorry, Punisher. As long as you have that stupid symbol, I'm out.
Even the Knight's End variant on Punisher, though. How about that?
Does it have the symbol?
It doesn't.
Then we're okay.
How about Scotty Young's version of the symbol?
Dumb and childlike.
Also doesn't pass muster.
Star Wars High Republic Shadows of Starlight. I like the #2 Smith variant. It's pretty. And of course we have Star Wars High Republic #1. This is the third iteration of them doing this High Republic. Just FY. Thanos versus the Illuminati and Thanos #1 from Dynamite Drew.
Yeah, Karma Michael just decided to
we ain't doing no censor bars.
Forget it. You guys are all adults. Here's some boobs.
Most people that love comics are. Just toss them out there. And right next to the Garbage Cow Kids. How dare you?
It does seem kind of crazy. But our back half gives us some stuff that may or may not be new because we can't really tell anymore. Count Crowley, Mediocre Midnight Monster Hunter #1.
Those are creepy covers.
Yeah.
Empath #1 from Black Box Comic Drew.
Okay.
Brian Hawkins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, an estranged son from a wealthy family finds his place in a chaotic city filled with vagabonds and wary individuals. But as much of his family is in his past, his reasons for leaving them behind drives his everyday choices and fuels not only his desire to help others, but also his uncanny and empowered empathetic abilities to change things for the better. But the city's ills may prove too great for him to both an emotional and physical battle. $5. So which one is Black Box? So they want is Black Box one of the ones that was doing stupid stuff?
No, that was Black Mask.
Okay, Black Box was fine.
Yeah.
All right, I like that. Okay, that's interesting.
It's weird to see Image here, having already looked at Image up there.
Yeah.
The other Scarlet Couture, the Munich file. It's issue 4.
From Anyone Comics, they have Millennials, You Are Special, number 3, but I don't know.
Ha, missed that one. So many Star Treks. Huh. I don't know, man. There'll be some. I was really looking at that approach. I was like, that sounds really great.
Yeah.
Then it became a $20 BSE book that I got confused about. I guess, Kyle, I'm going to have to go with Mitch.
There we go.
I think I'm going to go. I don't know that I'm going to go with cover A. I think I'm going to go with cover C.
There we go. Now, I do want to, as we're winding down, since I didn't actually finish and throw to you, but that's okay.
Oh, you are done yet?
TMNT ongoing number 145.
Where?
If you look at the Eastman cover, it's very Jaws homage-y. And they are starting their road to 150. And Gavin Smith is now doing interior art on those. And Gavin Smith is my boy.
Okay.
So
from Blue Juice?
Yep, exactly. You got it. Yes. Yep, exactly. And there is yet another reissue of Last Ronin. Holy cow. How many times can we go back to the well?
Yes.
But I definitely like that TMNT Old Going 145 cover B, the Kevin Eastman version. Very cool. So it's between that and Path number 1, but I am going with Star Wars High Republic number 1 for Marvel because I'm basic.
Wait a minute. After all that, you're going back to, what are you going back to?
Star Wars, The High Republic, number 1 from Marvel Comics. Star Wars, The High Republic returns for its explosive Phase 3.
So it's another relaunch. I gotcha.
Correct. Which means there's another possibility for first appearances. Which means there's another possibility to print money.
And which one is this? A?
Star Wars, The High Republic, number 1, cover A.
Cover A.
I did like cover B, but I'm just going with cover A.
So no Eastman. Eastman, you say spit upon you.
No. It's one of those, miscongeniality type things.
Gotcha. Very cool.
Sorry if you've heard a few silences from me. It's because I'm sneaking Halloween candy. My apologies.
Was that
but thank you for tagging along.
What, was that a Capri Sun?
Yeah, somebody gave one of the kids a Capri Sun. It was in their thing, and I've stolen it to wash down their Starburst with.
Wow. So you steal the kids'
Candy tax.
Capri Suns.
Candy tax. True.
Candy
tax. True. But there is no candy tax when you head on over to patreon.com. Find comics for fun and profit. Be part of the community. We'd love to hear from you. We want to thank you so much for tagging along with Drew and myself. For Drew. For Kyle. See you.
In a world ravaged by war and chaos, a group of survivors must band together to brave the dangers of a post-apocalyptic landscape. The year is 2000, and the world has been plunged into darkness. The nuclear fires have burned out, leaving behind a wasteland of ruins and radiation. But amidst the rubble and despair, a glimmer of hope still remains. Join Dork Day Afternoon as they face off against marauding gangs, enemy soldiers, and even the harsh elements themselves in the world of Twilight 2000. Will our heroes survive the challenges ahead? Can they keep their own humanity intact? Or will they succumb to the harsh realities of life after the end of the world? 2 past midnight. An actual play podcast by Dork Day Afternoon.